Putting is harder than it looks. It looks like you can just walk up, toss your disc in the basket, write down your two, and move on to the next hole. Unfortunately, you can get in your head, and there are a lot of things that can prevent you from putting well. So we wanted to offer you our top 5 tips for becoming a better putter. We've all practiced putting in one way or another, and it seems like around the practice basket we can make everything, but then we get out to the course and those 12-footers, they feel a little bit longer now. One of the best things that you can do to make sure that your practice putting translates to the course is to develop a routine. A good routine is simple, it's repeatable, and it's something that you can remember every single time, so when you step up on your putt, you know exactly what you're going to do. This way, when you get out on the course, those putts feel like your practice putts. And it also makes your practice putts feel like they're important, like you're out on the course. What you're trying to do is make everything feel the same so that every putt feels routine. Having a bad grip on the putter can easily set you up for failure when you're putting. So one of the best things that you can do is establish a consistent grip that feels good to you. When you're putting, you want to make sure that you grip the putter the same every single time and that you have checkpoints along the way so that you know this is how I grip the putter. So for me, making sure that my first knuckle is on the bead, making sure that my 2 middle fingers are on the flight plate and then my pinky on the rim of the disc. I know that I'm going to grab the putter this same way every single time, and that allows me to control as much of the flight plate as I can. There are a lot of different grips that you can use when you're putting. The most important thing is for you to find one that feels comfortable to you and make sure that you use it every single time. Putting is one of the most subjective parts of disc golf. It seems like everyone putts in a different way. And if you're learning to putt, it might be a good idea for you to try and mimic a pro's form that you think might be effective for you, but eventually you're going to want to find a style that's entirely your own. It probably won't be exactly like theirs. So you can tinker a little bit and you can change a few things, but whatever you do, you want to get to one form, commit to it, and then repeat it as many times as possible so that it becomes yours, so that every time you stand over your mini, you are holding the disc like you want and you're putting the way that you should. Speaking of commitment, you have to commit to every single putt. If you don't commit, you're probably not going to make it. There are a lot of people that might say, oh, I'm going to give it a little half run, maybe it'll go, maybe it won't. Lots of times that doesn't work out. What you need to do when you putt is commit to what you're going to do. Commit to following through. Make sure that you're reaching out toward the basket, no matter what type of putting style you use. If you're afraid of hitting the basket and having your disc bounce back at you or cut through the chains, think about this. That will never happen if you don't hit the basket. So if you commit to your putt, you're going to be surprised how often the putter stays in the basket rather than cuts through or spits back out. Once you have your grip, once you have your stance and your form, once you've committed to making the putt, the most important thing that you can do is practice. Practice, practice, practice. You have to watch your putter go into the basket hundreds, if not thousands of times. The more that you do that, the more comfortable you're going to feel when you're putting. So when you're standing on the 18th green, you're ready to shoot your personal best or to beat your buddies in a round. You will have made that putt before. That's what you want to feel. That's why it's important to practice. The top professionals spend hours around the practice basket, dialing it in so that they know exactly what they're going to feel and exactly what they're going to have to do in the situations that we're talking about. So if you hear nothing else from this, hear this: practice. So those are our top 5 tips to be a better putter. If you play games while you practice, we'd love if you drop those in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to Dynamic Discs for more content that will help you become a better disc golfer. Thanks for watching.